Larry Sparano with some analysis. Hey, what do you think? It's an important case.
Yeah, it could be quite a precedent to be set. However, what we just heard in the report, it didn't balance it with other statements already by Supreme Court justices. Alito is already saying that he is worried about this becoming open season. He says there's really no protection against the use of congressional subpoenas for the purpose of preventing the harassment of the president. And Justice Stephen Breyer, he's worried about a future Senator McCarthy. So, and Kavanaugh was Trump's recent appointment. He's kind of on the fence, saying that we should seek a balance between being able to investigate the president and also protecting the office from harassment. So this isn't a slam dunk in either case. I don't know which way it's going to go. Now, the argument, you could say that, sure, he should release his taxes, but should he be compelled by the Supreme Court? And it does open the door to subpoena any future president for any number of things, be a constant flood of subpoenas, which would amount to harassment and interference with his office. So there's two sides of the argument here, Kent.
But I think the New York case is pretty strong. I mean, I think that's the stronger of the cases, the New York DA's, the New York office, don't you think?
Well, the DA's office, they're seeking third-party subpoenas. Yeah. So there may be an opening there because it doesn't directly involve the president.
Exactly.
So, right. That could happen. Now, this is aside from the question of whether he should release his taxes. He certainly should. But again, should he be compelled by subpoena? Right, now, in terms of how this is going to affect the election, Ken, for Trump haters, I wouldn't get my hopes up just yet because Trump's, in a poll taken just this week, Trump's approval rating is at 41%. Now, that doesn't seem too great, right? Think back to 2016, November of 2016, just before the election that put Trump in office, his approval rating there was 5 points lower, 36%. Hillary's approval rating was 47%. So, this isn't an indication yet of which way it's going to go, no matter what the Supreme Court decision is. And I think if the Supreme Court compels him to release all these documents, it still isn't going to erode his base very much because they're so ticked off at the Democrats and all these other ills that they ascribe to the Democrats. So, I really don't think it'll change his support that much. And also, Ken, if they reopen and nothing happens, there's not a second wave, it doesn't become a huge crisis, that's going to vindicate Trump, and the approval ratings, I think, will shoot way up. That Trump is right all along.
I don't know if I agree with you. I don't think I agree with that. In other words, I think his base is going to be where it is, no matter what. In other words, I think he could do the shooting on Fifth Avenue, and the base is not going to move.
Right.
But I mean, I think what it's about are the independents, and again, the base. He can't win on his base. If everybody in his base votes for him, I mean, he still can't win it, don't you think?
He won the last time with less support than Hillary did. And that was, again, going back to those key swing states. Now, that could be a problem for him because the demographics have changed since 2016. If he doesn't retain those key states, then the election is over. Trump is history. But again, if history repeats itself in any similar way, he doesn't need a majority of people to approve him. All he needs is those swing states and a vigorous base to go out and vote for him.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. All right, sir. Well, thanks for coming on, and we'll talk later.
All right.
Bye-bye.